history has been made as the Senate has passed a same-sex marriage and interracial marriage bill, a bipartisan bill that had to clear the 60-vote filibuster threshold, which it did a couple of weeks ago, and now we can officially say that this bill has passed the Senate, and this bill will, in all certainty, pass the House, where 47 Republicans had originally voted for it, and will have to do a revote. They will have to vote again before it can be sent to Biden's desk. But that expected to happen perhaps within the coming day, the next couple of days. So a major win for really the country. One of the top priorities for Democrats in their lame duck session of their control of Congress. Obviously, as we know, Republicans will be taking control of the House in just over a month, and this bill was one of the top priorities that they were looking to get passed. Also going on is the rail unions bill, which is a whole other discussion. Um, Necessary funds to keep the government open, to keep the government running. The yearly bill that they have to pass, and the bill to clarify the electoral counting processing, and clarifying the vice president's role. But this bill is certainly one of their top priorities, and we knew that this would in all likelihood pass, and now we can say for sure that it has passed in the Senate. 12 Republicans voting for the bill as well, and all 36 no votes coming from the Republicans, who were mainly citing internet not international religious things, and saying that the bill was just unnecessary, um which is an interesting argument that many people disagree with, especially after Roe versus Wade got overturned by the Supreme Court, and a paragraph written by Clarence Thomas suggesting that it might be time for the Supreme Court to go back and overturn the gay marriage decision, Obergefell v. Hodges from 2015. And there's been an increased urgency for Congress to pass a federal bill that would codify same-sex and interracial marriage into law. Um, so Republicans will certainly face backlash for voting against this bill, as gay marriage is more popular now, more approved now than it ever has been in all of American history. A lot of, as I said before, a lot of Republicans claiming that it's imposing people some type of religion onto the people of the state and preventing true religious liberty, which is quite an absurd argument, honestly. And others saying that it's unnecessary, but the counter argument is the whole Clarence Thomas and Supreme Court potential for that to be flipped. So as this article goes on to say that there are many religious organizations that were in support of this bill. Susan Collins and Tom Tillis made that clear to their fellow Republicans. Who they brought lists of religious organizations that said that this bill was actually okay to pass and it wouldn't violate their religion. Uh, other notable statements: Senator Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming saying that she had to had to do some fairly brutal self-soul searching, and acknowledging that her church believe is a traditional marriage believes in traditional marriage, as they say, between a man and a woman, but accurately noting that the country is supposed to separate church and state. And despite many Republicans claiming that this bill goes against religious freedom, Lummis and a few other Republicans are countering them with these types of statements. So this will be officially passed in the coming days after the House revotes and Joe Biden signs it into law. But a massive victory for Democrats and really the entire country. It's kind of insane that it took this long for this bill to be passed, but it's better late than never. So certainly a win, and one of the last bills that Democrats will be able to pass as they are going to lose full control of Congress.